The chairperson of the body which introduced trans-segregation in the UK just publicly trashed her own code and proved that it's unworkable. Hi there, I'm Katie Neves, founder of Cool to be Trans. Now, you will have heard a lot of very depressing news from trans people yesterday as the so-called Equality and Human Rights Commission's Code of Practice came into force on the 5th of August 2026, which supposedly prevents trans people from accessing same-sex spaces. However, in a complete car crash of an interview on Channel 4 News last night, the chair of the EHRC, Dr. Mary-Ann Stevenson, said that it couldn't be policed.
One of the things we've said in the code is it wouldn't usually be proportionate to have somebody on the door of every single toilet and every single changing room asking people their sex before they went in.
She then admitted that there is no way of proving what sex someone is.
One of the situations we have is that we don't have a single document that is a reliable indicator of sex.
She then admitted that we will now see the demise of ladies and gents loos, as generally service providers don't want to discriminate against trans people, and they will definitely not want to be sued by other trans people or by anti-trans hate groups.
Many small providers might, for example, have two individual lockable rooms with sinks in them, one of them marked male, one of them marked female. It would be very straightforward to make both of them unisex.
Finally, she admitted that associations can be trans inclusive.
If you're talking about a club or association, for example, we set out in the code that you can have an association that brings together people with two different protected characteristics. So in this case, sex and gender reassignment. So you could have an association that was for women and trans people.
So if organisations such as the WI and Girl Guiding UK are still excluding trans women and girls, it's because they want to, not because the law says they have to. It's really scary being trans and non-binary in the UK today, as this nonsense of a code of practice will only lead to more abuse of gender non-conforming people, especially more masculine presenting women who are not transgender. My advice to gender funky people is just to keep calm and carry on using whichever facilities you feel safe in. There is no law to stop trans people from using same-sex facilities. The onus is totally on the service providers. Poor things. If you are challenged in the toilet, for instance, I advise you to just stay calm, wash your hands and leave. Don't get aggressive or angry, as that would give the service provider a reason to exclude you. If you are challenged aggressively, there is a law against that, and it's called harassment. It's a criminal law too, so you should get to a place of safety and call the police. If it's safe to do so, try to record the encounter in some way, as that would be useful evidence in court. If you're not trans, but you'd like to show your support for us, please check in on any trans people that you know, as they are likely to not be okay at the moment. Please also defend any gender non-conforming people that you see being challenged. This is the time that we really need your backup. Finally, if you're able, please make a donation to Translucent's crowdfund to get a judicial review of this ridiculous and harmful code of practice so we can finally put it in the bin where it belongs. Take care and stay strong. This time shall pass.